Hey everyone, it's Nico here. Thank you for joining me today. Today we will be making a few things. We will be making grilled Peruvian chicken along with a bunch of sides. The sides are we are going to be fixing some coleslaw. We'll be frying some plantain, grilling some corn, making some yellow Spanish rice, and also making the spicy Aji Verde sauce for the Peruvian chicken. Since we'll be grilling, I'll also be making sisig. So through the course of this video, I'll be filming everything separately. So if you guys decide to follow my recipe, you guys can just follow every step that I'll be showing you. So yeah, let's get started. I've already got the my charcoal started. So in a few minutes we can start grilling our meat. I actually marinated my meat yesterday, but the weather did not cooperate. So as soon as I marinated, after a few hours, it started raining. So I figured I just fix everything today, and so there's no interruption. All right, so we're done with the pork for the sisig. Now we are making the Peruvian chicken. I marinated some leg quarters and some chicken wings and some gizzards. So not everyone's into that, but I like it. The kids eat it, my wife not really. So we use fresh garlic, oregano, cumin, olive oil, lime, a little bit of sugar. What else? Did I say olive oil already? Can't remember off the top of my head, but those are the major ingredients of this marinade. Alright, so as our meat is grilling outside, we'll now start preparing our coleslaw. So we can refrigerate this stuff. So by the time everything is done, the coleslaw is cold and ready to be eaten. So I've already chopped up the cabbage. I used some regular cabbage and some purple cabbage and a little bit of carrots. So that's basically what's in this container right now. This is what it looks like. So all we have to do now is prepare the dressing, the coleslaw dressing. This is a very simple recipe, so it's not that hard to make. So all we're doing is we're using mayonnaise. And as always, I don't really measure things. I just eyeball everything. But if you want to follow my recipe, shoot me a message, and I'm glad to send you the ingredients, the recipe. Sorry. We're putting in salt, black pepper, lots of black pepper since there's a lot of cabbage. Some celery salt. A little bit of vinegar. I dropped the cap, but that's okay. I'll pick it up when this is done. A little bit of vinegar. We'll add a little bit of lime, lemon or lime, whichever one you prefer. We don't have lemon, so we use lime. And after the lime, we'll add a little bit of sugar. Mix everything that we put in this bowl and dump everything in the bowl of cabbage and carrots. get some sugar. You don't really need a lot of sugar. Maybe a couple tablespoons. Of course, you can always adjust according to how you want it to taste. So we'll go ahead and mix this. Let's give it a shot. Maybe just a little bit more sugar. Maybe another tablespoon. That's more like it. Let's try one more time just to be sure. I like it already. Maybe a little bit more a little bit of salt, because once you add this to the cabbage, since there's a lot of cabbage, the taste will change. Some more black pepper. Alright, that's basically it. Now we can just put our coleslaw dressing along with our cabbage and stir it, then refrigerate this. You know, every now and then we order Peruvian chicken from our favorite Peruvian chicken places. But every now and then also, I like making it at home, because you get so much more when you make it at home. Like the leg quarters and chicken wings that I had purchased. I think the bag of leg quarters that I had purchased was about $10 for 10 pounds. So 99 cents a pound. The chicken wings were about, I don't know, 13, 14 bucks, and you get a big tray of chicken wings. So just with the meat alone, you've only spent like $23, $24, and you'll be eating this for days. Usually when we make food at home, we like to make a lot, because through the week when we get busy, we just basically grab food from the fridge. So we like to meal prep basically. After I finish mixing this, I have to go outside and check our meat on the grill. Alright, let's check on our chicken here. So we've got leg quarters, chicken wings, The gizzards I have not added because there's not enough room. I have a little bit more meat inside that I need to grill. So I guess a little piece of gizzard is here. Maybe I can munch on that since I'm hungry. Munch on it later. Right now it's not done yet. Alright, let me flip all this chicken over and I'll show you guys more in a little bit, okay? I think you get the idea. So I've closed all my vents here for my grill, so the heat is not so high. You don't want high heat when you're cooking chicken because you want to make sure that they're not bloody when you're done. Alright, so now we will be making our spicy Aji Verde sauce. I actually forgot to grab the peppers from the freezer, but we can easily grab those. So this recipe, usually they make you use mayonnaise. So since I want to avoid using too much mayonnaise, I'm using yogurt. So I'm making this whole thing sauce because I'm making a lot of chicken. So this is just plain yogurt. You can also use plain Greek yogurt if you'd like. Along with the yogurt, we are putting in some raw garlic. There's a few pieces here, a few cloves of garlic, maybe 8 pieces, 7 pieces. This is cilantro. You don't really need to slice this. If you want to slice it, it's up to you. I use a lot of cilantro for this sauce. I won't be using the whole thing because later when we're eating, we'll also be putting in cilantro in our wraps. We make all kinds of things when we make Peruvian chicken. What else do we need to add? We need to put salt and pepper and some lime. Then that's it. Squeeze some lime, a little bit of garlic here. Oh, forgot the olive oil. We also need to add olive oil. So loosen the yogurt. It'll loosen the consistency. Oh, and then I need to grab the hot peppers too. I don't know if I should make it spicy because my older daughter, although she likes spicy food, when she eats spicy food, her stomach bothers her. So maybe we'll just make it mild, or maybe I'll save some mild one. I'll save some that's mild for my older daughter and make everything else spicy. Here is our salt, a little bit of salt. Some black pepper. And some olive oil. With this much sauce I'm making, I will probably add maybe a cup of olive oil, maybe a little more, maybe a cup and a half. I don't really measure, I just eyeball as usual. That should be enough. Maybe I'll grab the peppers now. I just won't make it too spicy so everyone can have it. we have a bag of cayenne peppers that we buy from our grocery store that we order from online. So they delivered this stuff and we just freeze the peppers and just grab as we eat. Because if you keep them in the fridge, then they go bad. In the freezer, they stay frozen and they don't go bad for many months. So since we're blending everything, I'm just throwing everything in here, so we don't have to work too hard with our knife and our chopping board. Let's grab our lid. We just need to push everything down so everything will get blended. Like I said, you can cut the cilantro if you'd like. I usually don't. I just push things down because once it gets caught by the blade, the blender will do its thing. Okay, looks like everything has blended evenly. Let's grab a spoon so we can taste. If we need to adjust, we can add whatever we need to add. Maybe a little bit more salt and a little bit more lime. Maybe some black pepper too. You know, I bought a big bag of lime and I've been making a lot of things lately. I've been using a lot of lime. So now I've run out of lime, I only have a couple pieces left. Okay, let's cover it. Let's try it again. So right now it's pretty loose, but once you refrigerate this stuff, it'll thicken up a little bit. There you go, that's more like it. So now we'll refrigerate this stuff and work on other things. Alright, so we finished making our sauce here. I've already gone outside and taken out our first batch of meat that we grilled, the pork for the sisig. So now let's put these in the bowls here, in the containers, so we can refrigerate the stuff. Might not need the second one. I can just put the remaining in a smaller bowl so we can use that later when we eat. So it's already ready for us. We don't need to plate it. This sauce is so good, you can eat anything with this. You can dip everything here and make it taste good. I wish for all of you guys that are watching, I can share this with you guys. And I'm not just saying it too. My wife and kids love this. I do too. That's why I'm making it, right? So let's refrigerate this stuff. So thicken up. We can let's grab some saran wrap so we can cover the smaller one, and then we can just grab it later, right before we eat. So I'm working alone today. My wife had to go to. She has a hybrid schedule. She's working at the office today. Maybe in a little bit she'll come home. Then she can do a little mukbang with us. I have to plate, you know, we have 2 freezers and a refrigerator in the garage. We have a fridge here in the kitchen. All of them are full. So every time you put something in it, it's like playing Tetris. Anyhow, what do I need to do now? We are now, I'm working up a sweat here. We have our Peruvian chicken grilling. So I have to check on those in a few minutes. I have to fry these plantains, and I also need to grill these corn. Oh, I have all these onions. These are for the sisig. When you make sisig, it takes a lot of onions. So I have to chop these onions. I might even get best acting for drama here, because I'll be crying in a little bit, slicing all these onions. Alright, so let's figure out what we need to do now. Maybe I will go and work on these plantains, because everything else can be done in a little bit once we have everything settled here. So when I fry these plantains, when I make Peruvian chicken, I like buying the already ripened plantains, because the green ones, they're too hard. So I prefer them this way. And anytime you go to a Peruvian restaurant, that's how they serve them too. They have fried ripened plantains. Maybe on another cooking episode we can make some turon also. We'll make a lot of things. What time is it right now? It's now 1:30. So I've already tested my older daughter. She says that I don't have to pick her up at 2:15. She will be staying at her school, at her high school, all afternoon until she comes home tonight. Like I said earlier, they have their first home football game, and she plays trumpet for their marching band. She's been playing trumpet for the marching band for 3 years now. She's a junior, and she's also been playing violin for the last, I don't know, 7-8 years. So she's very musically talented. And my little one also plays piano. She's been playing piano for, how old is Nina now? Nina is 12 years old. She's been playing piano for the last 4 years, I think. 3-4 years, something like that. So we'll just slice these like so. Not too small, but this size. Then I have my my frying pan behind me heating. We just need to add some olive oil. So we'll basically just brown these plantains. You don't need to add anything to them. I like having these on the side. You can eat them on the side while you eat like the rice and all the other stuff that we fix for the Peruvian chicken. I also like eating these as a dessert. So if you had some vanilla ice cream, I like eating these plantains, these fried plantains with vanilla ice cream. So I think our pan here is pretty hot. Let's add a little bit of olive oil and throw in our plantains. You know, since I'm a one-man team today, I'm gonna turn down my heat so I don't burn anything. I'm working inside the kitchen, grilling outside, making plantain. We're making it work. Nothing to worry about. So now that we have the plantains frying, let's make sure that our heat is on the lowest setting. We can start peeling our corn. Maybe we'll do our corn later. Peeling the corn takes no time. Maybe we can start clearing our counter here, just so we can start focusing on what we should be preparing, because since I'm preparing so many things today, I'm making sisig with Peruvian chicken and sides for the Peruvian chicken. I don't want to mix everything in the video, so let me clean up a little bit and then we'll get to it after, okay? Alright, let's check on our plantains here. I've already flipped them one time, so we're basically just browning the plantains here. Sorry, I'm a one-man team today, like I said earlier. One hand is cooking and one hand is filming. Okay, I think that's good. We have our yellow rice all done here. Alright, let's check on our chicken here and corn. So actually we have a few things. We have chicken, corn, gizzard, and some liver. I know for some of you guys some of this stuff is new. Not stuff that you would normally eat, but the chicken liver I'm putting in the sisig. It's optional, so it's up to you guys if you want to put it, but the Kapampangan version has liver in it. And these are gizzard. I've already grilled them without the foil earlier, so I wrapped them in foil so they don't dry up. So right now I'm just tenderizing them. That's why they're in foil. I didn't peel the corn, so they don't get burnt and dry up. So later, before we eat them, we'll just peel them. Hopefully they remain somewhat juicy. Let's get this and bring a plate with me. These gizzards should be almost finished.